We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, you'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The handoff to Johnson. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
With the catch, it's Buchanan. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. Turning it on. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you call it. That's fine. Well, that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Big fullback's got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Orlando. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from you.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Buchanan. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to fire. Right out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? They'll run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point makes it 7-3.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll try the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Orlando. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Short gain on the play before he slides. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. To the air, it's Abraham. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Wants to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Running to Green. Still on his feet at the 35. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. There he goes! He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Who has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball leaning out of bounds.
Here's the handoff. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snagged in the middle. It's Durant. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Looking for a man. It's Abraham. Quick strike complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Durant. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Got a man.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's John. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They've spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Nice job by the offense going with a misdirection play because they're facing a defense that likes to be aggressive. So you get a couple of guys out of position, and that allows that play to be successful.
Trying to impose their will with the run. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Anger. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He's gonna let it go. Pulls it in on the right. Open spacing. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecock.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Abraham. Finds his man, it's Pena. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Pulls it in. It's John. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. The field goal is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football, because he is looking really good.
That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Abraham. Pulls it in, it's Durant. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Going to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Hold offense.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Line is set on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Abraham. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And they're going to head out the line up for a field goal. And he's got it counted. The way to 55, never in doubt. They'll immediately call timeout.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Buchanan. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB, because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Cutting off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Get set, get set.
Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want.
Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He'll take a shot. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football.
To throw, it's Abraham.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wyoming. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Missouri! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stops with a first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Buchanan. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Buchanan. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Buchanan. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bring in the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we could debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it.
Unleashes one deep. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep them.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Pressure coming. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like